Alright, so we're on our next adventure, and a couple months ago, for my birthday, I had wanted to go on a road trip, and we booked the car, we got everything ready, and a few days before, Eric got sick. And even up until that day, we were like, we're still going, and then Eric had to go to work, and he was sick, and he was just like, it can't happen. So we canceled the car, and we spent that weekend playing video games. And so now, Japan has had 2 3-day weekends in a row. So last weekend was a 3-day weekend, and this weekend's a 3-day weekend, and we decided that this weekend we are going to go on the road trip that I've wanted to go on for a while. And the road trip's going to take us from Musashirawa to Mount Fuji. We're going to go to all the lakes in Mount Fuji. There's 5 lakes surrounding Mount Fuji, and we are going to also go to Hakone. And I've heard that in Hakone they have some weird eggs, and I'll leave it at that. We rented a car, and we're not going to show footage of it right now because it's really dark outside, because it's 8:45 at night on a Friday night. We both worked today, and we're just tired now, and we're just going to try not to crash a car on the way to Mount Fuji.
No, we don't plan to climb Mount Fuji.
Yeah, we've already done it.
We just plan to go around Mount Fuji. We've never been to the base and looked up at it, so maybe that's what we'll do.
Yeah. I'm hoping that tomorrow morning, when we open our eyes, we'll be in front of Mount Fuji. That's where I've planned.
Reasonably good plan, but
it's a good plan.
We don't really have a very good map, as in we don't really have a map, and we don't really know like where to go, and it's almost 9 o'clock at night. So
I've ignored all these facts. We're good.
We did bring water.
We have water and lots of snacks. I brought lots of snacks.
We've learned from previous, like in Taiwan, remember we didn't have any water?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, so we have water. But we're going to sleep in the car. I don't think we made that clear. We're in a little van, like a little van that when we moved, we rented a little van to move here from Kumagaya, and we're in one of those little vans. So
the van's name is Box.
Yeah, because it's a box.
We're living in a box, and we're taking the box to Mount Fuji tonight. And anything else?
Probably make more video when it's daylight.
Maybe. We'll think about it.
So it is 1 a.m.
We left at 9 p.m. So with our convenience store stops, it took about 4 hours to get here from Musashirawa.
And it's really not that far, distance. It's just in Japan, there's stoplights everywhere. Oh my god.
And we did hit 3 or 4 road constructions that had traffic. So if we hadn't hit those, and maybe if we could knock down all the traffic lights in Japan, probably could have made it here in 2.5 hours, maybe.
Or faster. Also, we're in a very slow van.
Yes.
But it's time for sleep.
Yeah, so we've set up our whole bed. It's very comfortable. 2 futons, 2 blankets, lots of pillows, and comfy. We can see Mount Fuji out the window, and we're parked at a lake, and we will review this in the morning, which for us will feel like 5, 6, 7 hours, but for you will feel like seconds. Also, on a strange note, we didn't remember to bring toiletries. So we just bought some toothbrushes at 7-Eleven. Yeah, so many people have asked, what are all the things you can buy at 7-Eleven? Apparently, 3 toothbrushes, toothpaste, deodorant, and Listerine. You can buy all of those things at 7-Eleven, which that doesn't really seem that crazy. But, yeah. I almost got a $3 bottle of wine, but then I didn't. Get in trouble. And it doesn't seem strange that we're actually, sleeping on the side of the road here. This is just a sightseeing stop. Oh, wow, there's a nice view here. Just park and you can take a picture or whatever. But there's several cars parked here. And people are just sleeping in their cars like we are right now, which is pretty cool. So and the police aren't going to bother us. I basically found this from writing down Google Maps. Street view. Yeah, just street view. Where could you park? And here you are. Okay, I'm going to sleep. Okay. Okay, so it is 7:20 in the morning now. And 6 hours of sleep, yay!
Yeah. I'm still a little tired, but the temperature is great. It was actually a little bit chilly last night, but in our blankets it was perfectly fine. But then the sun starts coming in, and it's like that sunbeam on your face starts to like cook your brain. And I was like, I have to wake up. So here we are. We've woken up, and we can see Mount Fuji outside a little bit. And it was really foggy, and then as the last 10 minutes have gone by, you can now see it really well. So we're going to have some breakfast, and can you show us what we got for breakfast?
It's a tortilla with some peanut butter. You gotta bring your peanut butter and your tortillas.
And we also have a little tiny bag of, this is like cornflakes, like ghetto flakes, like not cornflakes with Tony the Tiger, but cornflakes with
Happy birthday, guy.
Happy birthday, guy, and the sugar fairy.
She's a sugar fairy.
And so this is kind of what we slept in. You can see we've just taken futons that we used to sleep on when we lived in Kumagaya, and we put them down inside of a little fan. And we brought blankets, and we've just laid everything down, and all of our things are just here. And there's not a whole lot to it. It's a little box that we can sleep inside of.
It's really comfortable.
Yeah, it was really surprisingly comfortable. Yeah.
I got peanut butter in my mouth now.
You should put some cornflakes on one of those peanut butter burritos.
Maybe. But I'm gonna put some pants on, and then we're gonna go outside.
Pants?
Pants!
Oh, so the reason we use tortillas, when we traveled across the states, we like lived in our car for a while, for a disputed number of days. I think it was a month, and she was like, it was 42 days! And I was like, I don't think so. But anyway, so the reason that we use the tortillas is because if you use bread, like you get crumbs all over all your shit, right? So
if you use cornflakes, you get crumbs all over.
Not if you don't. I mean, if you eat a piece of bread, there will, even if you eat it perfectly and do everything you can do, there will be crumbs everywhere. With the cornflakes, if you just keep them in your mouth, it's all right. But like, if the bread is in the car, there's crumbs everywhere. There's nothing you can do. Even if you don't open the bag, boom, crumbs everywhere. But the tortillas, they're crumb free. So it's brilliant.
It's pretty good. Good morning. We put on clothes, and now we are just walking around Lake Yamanaka, and and it's spitting on us. It's gorgeous here, and all this Google Street View planning that I did was totally perfect. This is why I planned to come here. I saw that on Google Street View. Yeah, I'm a really good planner. Yeah, so now we're just walking around, kind of stretching our legs, getting out of the van. We're gonna find a toilet somewhere and get ready for the day, brush teeth, go to the bathroom, and then we're off to the next lake. And I'm gonna put my finger in it.
Okay, so we're a little bit off of where we had slept last night, maybe 10 minutes drive, and we're up on this hill. And we did some geocaching here and found a pretty easy cache. But to get to the geocache, we had to walk on a little path that is kind of off the beaten path. And it's kind of cool. The rock is actually made of like the same material that Mount Fuji was when we were walking up Mount Fuji. Like it's like these little volcanic rocks. And I will show you here what Katie has in her hands. So it's like these little like cinder pebbles, kind of. And
they're really crunchy.
Yeah, and I'm wearing this for footwear. It is not the proper footwear for this terrain. It hurts to walk on.
I did a good job.
This is the view that we had off of the area where we stopped for the geocache. So you can see Mount Fuji, and the lake that we slept around or slept next to is right there. And I think this is a good opportunity to introduce you to the outside of our little champion car box. So we'll walk up here, and here is Box.
He's a box. He looks like a box.
Stretch your arms out so you can see how small he is. That's our box.
Yeah, he's really small, but he's pretty spacious on the inside. It's really minimalist in there. Like, there's 2 chairs, and that's it.
Yeah.
And some pedals.
It's for like moving. I mean, it's not for sleeping, but it's also for sleeping. But what's cool about it, like, oh, go ahead.
I was just agreeing.
Oh, yeah. So look at these tires. Like, those are small tires.
They're taking us around. Yeah. And this is what the bed looks like from outside. And it's really easy to see in. So if like you walked by us while we were sleeping, yeah, you're getting a snoozy shot. And this is the front. I can open the door, give it a better view. Just normal van.
But he does have a cup holder here. We have a cup holder over here. These are top-notch features. We've got a radio.
Only a radio.
No, there's no, I think the speaker is actually built into the front of it. Like, I think that's the speaker of the radio, because there are no speakers anywhere else.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. And we also have a hook to hang a bag. That's nice. And places to put things. There are seats and steering wheels.
And that is it.
Like she said, it's very minimalistic. But if you, I don't know if you can tell in the video, but the ceiling is quite high, actually. So, like, I mean, I can't stand, but it's nice. You can sit up, you know?
You're tall. You're probably taller than the whole van when you stand outside of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. We like bugs.
All right, let's go around Mount Fuji.
Okay.
All right, so it's breakfast time, and we went to 7-Eleven. This is ridiculous, right? But we're in Japan, so 7-Eleven's awesome. I'm addicted to these. This is a yogurt drink, and I drink them more than I'd like to admit. And it's just plain yogurt, basically. But I don't know, something about this specific one is just really good. It's like the 7-Eleven brand one.
Let me have a sip. Have I tried this before?
I don't know if you tried it before, but did you just brush your teeth? Because yogurt and toothpaste do not work.
That's good.
Isn't it good?
Wow, it's thick. Oh, I'm gonna get one later.
Yeah, they're 168 yen, so they're kind of expensive, but
Yeah.
it is what it is. I also got a little salad, which is very overpriced for what it is. I mean, it's just like loose Japanese-ish, whatever lettuce, cabbage lettuce, or I don't know, what is it? And
It's just shredded lettuce.
Shredded lettuce, I guess. And then like corn, and there's like a tomato and some what's this stuff
potato
called?
salad.
Potato salad. I mean, whatever, and a little piece of meat on it. So, yeah, not so exciting. But this is kind of expensive. It's 200 yen for this little teeny tiny salad. And I've never eaten one before because they're always so expensive, but something about it looks really good right now.
It looks pretty packed in there though.
It does, so maybe I'll be happy with it afterwards. And then I also got a pizza-man. And this is just like a Chinese dumpling thing, right?
Nice and bright orange.
Yeah, it's bright
I thought it was
orange.
gonna be pumpkin something because it's almost October.
And the inside of it is like marinara sauce and a little bit of cheese. And maybe like little teeny tiny bits of meat.
And what's great about this is that the dough is like that.
Yeah, the dough is like thick and really good. The good part is the dough. So in the winter time, they have these at like every convenience store ever, like in Japan. Like, and they're different kinds. You can get them with different types of meat and stuff. But I go with the pizza-man because, like, you know, it's fun to say. And the other ones are, they're okay, but they're not like, I don't know. There's something about them that is just not right for me. Like they have onions and meat in them and stuff. Nikuman, and there's different ones like that have like sweet beans in it or something too. I think I've seen that, but I've never gotten one.
Beans
So.
shouldn't be sweet.
No, beans are sweet and they're okay. Katie doesn't like them, but I think they're okay. And Katie got. Do you want me to just
Switch.
You want to switch? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. You wanted to present your food.
I already had that tortilla with cornflakes and peanut butter, so taking it easy on the 7-Eleven breakfast. I got an onigiri with nori, seaweed, and no, nori is sesame. Yeah. No, that's right.
Seaweed. Right, seaweed.
And goma.
Goma is the sesame.
Is sesame.
Yeah.
I'm getting them mixed up because you kind of hear them the same amount, nori and goma. So you hear them quite a bit because lots of things have sesame and lots of things have seaweed. This is lovely. It makes the rice ball a little kind of salty and kind of nice. That's why I like that. And wouldn't be a proper breakfast if you didn't have tamagoyaki. Yes, this is like one of the things we buy most at 7-Eleven because it's just a perfect side to dinner, lunch, breakfast. Just eat this.
Yeah, they are very, very good. Even at 7-Eleven, they're very good.
Yeah, so this is one of our favorite 7-Eleven things. If you go there and you see this weird yellow-brown packet, get it. It's wonderful. Okay, breakfast time. We've made it to Kawaguchiko, Lake Kawaguchi, and this is the first thing that we've seen. And in front of it, a stretch limo. This place is pretty pimp. This is Lake Kawaguchi, and we read that it's the most lively of the 5 lakes around Mount Fuji, and right now it's not very lively here, but we did see a naked woman riding a fish, a limo, a monkey, and a lady screaming at a man. Only moments ago.
Like an old lady screaming at her husband.
We've been here for about 2 minutes and all those things have happened. So now we're just gonna take a little walk around. Maybe we can find a geocache near here and just enjoy it.
We are now looking for another cache, and we are walking through some sort of forest of some sort. And I'm behind Katie because she's wiping all the spider webs down, which is really nice. So the geocache is on the other side of this. It's over there somewhere. So we need to find a way to go across this. And I have a map on here, and it shows like a bridge that we've already walked past that didn't exist. So, I'm not sure what we're gonna do, but I guess we'll just keep wandering around a bit more. We've come to this thing, and it's sort of like this big canal. And there is a way, I think, that we would be able to get down, like on our side, like over here behind Katie. But like, it's just a straight wall, like all the way along there, and then it drops down. So I don't think we can get back up the other side. I'm not sure how you get to this cache. Katie's making the descent down, and I think she just wants to go put her toes in the water.
Okay, that just got a lot scarier.
Come on, just jump, it's all good. Alright, so we climbed down that little hill, and it's pretty cool down here, but this water is like ice cold. It is freezing. That son of a bitch is ice cold.
They put that on TV, so I think it's okay to say.
Probably the smallest waterfall ever. But still, it is cool looking. Look at this. We're just like in a canal. You know what would suck though? What if there's a dam upstream and somebody opens it?
Oh my god, let's get out of here. I didn't think about that. Let's go.
We're all good.
Did you touch the smallest waterfall?
I did.
Okay, so we haven't had a shower today because we live in a car. And Eric's brought it upon himself that this chili, and chili does not even describe the ice coldness of my ankles.
Son of a bitch is ice cold.
My ankles hurt just standing in this water. Like all the blood veins are going, why are we freezing? So Eric's decided that it's time to get in this tiny little pool, take a shower.
Oh my god, it's so fucking cold.
I was against this.
You think I can do it?
I don't know if you can do it.
Oh my god, it hurts so bad. This is the part that's gonna be bad.
I thought it was the nipples.
The nipples are gonna be bad too. Did I do it?
You're already in it.
Holy shit. Oh. Some sort of...
You can see you shrinking up like around your stomach and stuff.
I can't put my face in it. Ah, that's it, that's all. Oh my god. I could not like force my body into like the ball I need to get into that water. Oh, it's so cold. It's super clean feeling though, like the water, even though it's outside and not filtered. It looks clean, look, you can see right into it. If it was deeper, it would be no problem. I just can't curl my body down to do it. It's just too cold.
Soak of the year?
Soak of the year. My boxers are wet.
What are we gonna do about that?
I don't know, man.
All right, let's put your clothes back on. So we went and looked for the geocache. We didn't find it. We didn't care in the end because we did some fun stuff in a weird, random area that we've never been before, and we'll never go there again, and it was fun.
I'm going back.
When? You booked a hotel there by the little pool. The landscape here is pretty gorgeous, aside from the cars, obviously, and the motorbikes and whatnot. But back here, gorgeous. And here, gorgeous. And we just dipped our toes and our fingers into Lake Saiko. And of all the lakes so far, this lake this has just kind of been, hey, it's another lake. So now we've driven like maybe 2 kilometers.
Yeah, something like that.
And we're at a bat cave. I don't know. We were told by friends that this was a really cool sightseeing thing to do. They have a bat cave, an ice cave, and a wind cave. And we
sound like dungeons from Zelda.
Yeah. So we're gonna go fight some bats or something.
No.
Katie. Okay, so we paid our money at a vending machine to come to a natural, what is this called? An amusement park.
This is like a nature thing.
Nature thing.
It's up in the nature.
So they gave us a ticket, has a barcode, and then we went through these stalls right here to come into nature. So it's kind of strange. They gave us a hard hat, and now we go find out why they gave us a hard hat.
You know what's strange about it? It didn't even cross my mind that it was strange.
When he handed me the hat, I was like, oh, that's strange. This wasn't strange at all.
Yeah, this part should be weird. All the vending machine and the barcode and the electronic gates to come into a nature reserve, that should be weird, but it's not weird. People are walking past us, and they aren't wearing their helmets anymore, so I think we have them on too early. We pulled the trigger on the helmets. What? Do I have helmet problems?
I look good in your helmet.
Is it better?
My helmet look?
Your helmet?
Gotta tighten it.
You look like a kind of kid that would wear a helmet. So this is a pretty nice path, actually. They keep it really well, like, groomed and everything, and like, I can't imagine the needs to be a helmet on my head at this point. Ah! Thank God I was wearing that helmet. All right, so we've walked about 5 minutes, and now there is this like nice, we built like wooden deck, like super nice deck. And down there looks like a bat cave. So we're gonna go in.
So we got here, and it says Bat Lava Cave, or Lava Bat Cave. I don't know which, but we think that maybe these caves were made by lava, and at some point bats lived there. I hope they don't live there now. I like them, but not in confined spaces.
Why do you like bats?
Because they eat mosquitoes.
In Thailand, you were terrified of them.
Yeah, I didn't see many mosquitoes there. I only saw bats. Yeah.
That seems like it makes sense, right?
No.
It is a little creepy, though. It's all like caged off like this.
Can't let people get the bat show for free.
That's true. In case you're wondering, this was 300 yen, so like $3 in the States.
It's a bit dank.
Yeah, and they've run electricity up here. There's lights, and there are like explanations on electric signs.
Cool.
Yeah, so they've got these electric signs inside of this thing, which is something I've never seen inside of a cave before.
All right, so it makes complete sense why they gave us helmets. We came in, and it was a little low when we came in, maybe about 5 feet, but we just went through a passage that was about 3 feet tall. And you kind of just had to walk
What's it
really
called?
low.
Like crab walk, not crab walk.
Crab walking without your hands. So yeah, that
Duck
was
walk. Duck walk.
duck walking.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's called
duck
duck walking.
walking. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some sort of animal and walk.
And we're kind of in this like system of caves, and it's hard to see probably, but this is quite low.
Yeah, that's about 2.5 feet.
You're not going to be scraping your belly on it, but it's going to be pretty tricky to go through that.
Half a meter maybe.
There is a handrail along this, and there's lights obviously that they've put down here to keep it easy to navigate.
But here the sign says, hopefully it shows in the picture, lava stalactite. So we're gonna go see it.
This is difficult to do with the lighting. I keep getting my shadow in the way. What do you think?
It was okay.
I thought it was pretty fun.
Yeah, but I thought we'd actually see something.
Like
I
bats?
don't know. Bats or like formations or something, but it was just kind of like, it was cool that like obviously that had been, all that area had been ripped out by lava and we were in there. Definitely that was cool. But I thought there'd be something down there.
Yeah.
Other than exercise.
I guess you're kind of right.
So it was interesting. But
it was worth 300 yen exactly. 301 yen, I would have been like, maybe that's too much.
I'm thinking like 2.
You think that you got ripped off? They fleeced you?
Yeah.
But look at the deck. Look at this beautiful deck.
This is nice.
That's a porn star deck.
All right, we're at Lake Shijo. And so far, I think it's pretty small. It might not be the smallest one. Saiko and Shijoko seem to maybe be about the same size. Might be competing for smallest lake. But this one's really active. There's kayaking, people are fishing out on boats. It's really sparkly and beautiful. So this gets the cute award. This is the cutest one. Shijoko is the cutest one. Shijo also gets the award for funky.
It is somewhat funky. This might give you a little bit of an idea of the size of box. So you can see we have this big thing here, and then box, he would fit 2.5 times inside of that. And that is a pretty big motorhome, but it's not like the Grand Slam huge ones that you can see in the States. It's pretty big. No.
It's big.
Dude, no way. I've seen, they're bigger than that in the States sometimes. They're like buses. They're like tour buses.
Yeah.
This is not the size of a bus.
We're at Lake Motosu, and it's absolutely beautiful. From the moment that we drove by it, it has like a marine green color to it that just looks absolutely stunning. Like little gems. Someone just threw gems into the lake, and that's what it looks like. And on top of that, you get this amazing view of Mount Fuji. Just stunning. We saw it and we had to stop. I did a 3-point turn in the middle of the road. Lives were at stake, but we made it. And we came up here, we were looking at this gorgeous view, and a man came up to us and told us that the view you can see on the 1,000 yen bill is Lake Motosu and Mount Fuji.
So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's excellent. It's really cool that he came up and told us that. We would have never known.
That's fun.
Fun facts. So far, Lake Motosu. That's really hard for me to pronounce for some reason. There's no tsu in Motosu, okay? The lake has been really a bit challenging. Finding parking, riding on the roads around this lake, they're quite skinny. So I've had to like stop to let other cars go by. Other cars have had to stop to let me go by. And we are actually going around this whole lake. So that's been a little trying. But aside from that, it's been beautiful and extremely relaxing at the same time, like challenging and relaxing. We're just sitting on the beach. There's no sand, it's just
volcanic rock.
This is challenging.
Sitting on this, it's a little sharp, so yes,
Yeah.
it is a little challenging.
But just looking out at the water and the wind surfers and stuff, it's just really, really cool. Like, this is most challenging place, lake, most peaceful lake.
And
it's
that shot off the back of the 1,000 yen.
Yeah, and just looking up at Fuji at that one point was so peaceful and beautiful. So I would say this is the most mixed lake. The most mixed. And I like that because I like driving and trying to navigate things and stuff like that. And I like sitting here and just enjoying things too. So this one's pretty good. Now I'm going to go touch it. There's a leaf in here. It looks like the leaf bug from Pikmin. I want to hit it. All 5 lakes! Woohoo! He sounds angry.
Yeah, he does.
Okay, so if you watch the Taiwan videos, you kind of see that we ended up eating convenience store food a lot, and some people might think that that's because we don't put forth the effort to like try and find other places to eat. That is definitely not the case. Even here in Japan, we've been driving for about 2 hours trying to find somewhere to eat. And we've been reading signs. Eric's pretty good at reading everything that's around us. The majority of things that we hit are, it says restaurant, but you have no idea what they sell inside. It just says coffee.
Yeah, it's like a coffee shop.
Is
so it's
it
like
a coffee
little...
shop or is it an actual restaurant? So you don't end up stopping because you have no idea what it is. And so
If it's opened, which most of them aren't.
we've ended up at this place with lots of cars. We assume there's lots of cars here.
There's signs
Someone's
that say
gonna
there's
eat
signs
something.
that say food, barbecue, and restaurant.
And the restaurant didn't have anyone in it and it's not open. The barbecue is closed and
The
pretty
food
much
is ice cream.
the ice cream's closed.
The ice cream place is
There's
closed.
no one there.
But there's tons of people here.
There are tons of people here. And I am about to eat that camera. Finally, we found civilization and some food. We've ended up at Big Boy. We've been to a Big Boy once before, and there are some in America. I think you've visited.
Yeah, they're from America.
Well, anyways, that's not like America at all. It's like how Denny's turns into Japanized Denny's. This turns into Japanized Big Boy. So it's Hamburg.
All right, so I ordered a chicken dish, and Katie ordered a
Hamburg.
and we are still waiting for them. But the prices here are kind of high. Like it was like 1,000 yen or $10 for my chicken dish. But it comes with like a buffet. They call it Viking. Like it means buffet, I guess, because Vikings eat a lot. I don't know. They call it like so. They come to a buffet for like you can get soup, rice, curry. So you can put the curry on your rice or curry rice, and salad. And you can have all of it, all you want, with basically every meal that you order. And so Katie got a corn soup.
That's the only soup option. No, there was miso. Miso as well. Corn soup and miso.
Is this sweet?
No.
Really?
Maybe a little, but not a lot. It's pretty good.
And then she also hit the salad bar. And
I like tomatoes.
You like your fruits in miniature sizes. Look at this, mini tomatoes, mini corns.
This is not a fruit.
It's a vegetable. Well, you like your fruit,
Vegetables?
your plant derivative items, edible items in miniature form. And what is this?
Egg salad.
Egg salad.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got a weird thing in the salad bar.
And then I hit some fruit too. I got some dragon fruit or passion fruit. I can't remember. I get them mixed up. That's dragon fruit or passion fruit, do you know? I don't remember. I think that's passion fruit. And then I got something that looks like yogurt. Like I thought this was yogurt, but it's not. So this is some sort of mystery goo. And then this is onindofu. Onindofu, which is really, really good. Like if you've never had this, try to hunt it down. I don't really know how to explain it. It's just this gelatinous stuff, and it's tasty.
It's like then, not super flavor. I don't know. Hard to explain.
It's good. It's really hard to explain. And then some pineapple. So we'll update you more.
There's pineapple in there.
Is there?
There's pineapple.
You're hiding a pineapple?
Flat out.
So here's my chicken stuff, and it's on a hot plate, so it's like still kind of cooking. You can hear it sizzling a little bit. And I ordered it with like a wine sauce because it sounded the most adventurous. And it has a couple of vegetables back there, and I think it's potatoes down there. And then I think this is like a mustard or something, but I'm not really sure. I haven't obviously opened it yet. And Katie got a
hamburger.
Does it have cheese? Yeah, she said cheese. It has cheese in it, right?
It is.
Cut that bad boy open. Wait, cut that big boy open. Slimy cheese.
But it's got to cook a little bit more.
Are you still feeling like you made the right decision?
To come to Big Boy?
Yeah.
No. And what's funny is when we came here with Emma last time, like, I came to the same conclusion, don't ever need to come here again. But then I saw Big Boy, Jonathan's, and like 2 other places, and I was like, Big Boy's the most adventurous at this point, so Big Boy.
This is no adventure. So how was the Big Boy experience?
Filling. I feel like a big boy right now. Yeah, I kind of feel like the food it's okay food. But yeah, I probably won't eat here again. I'll end up here again someday.
Okay, so it's like 10 o'clock and we are getting ready for bed for night 2 in the box. And we are in a little area called Hakone, which is like really famous for onsens and stuff. And despite driving around for a while in the dark and trying to find an onsen, it's difficult to find one that's opened any time after 8 p.m. So we have decided to just find a nice place off the side of the road, park, and we will see what is happening tomorrow morning.
It smells like farts here.
Yeah, there's really strong.
Don't explain.
There's this really strong thing like that happens when Katie like eats certain foods.
No.
And it's just sulfury. Come on, don't let them think we stink.
Oh no, we don't smell of farts. This place smells of farts.
It does smell of farts. It's pretty rancid.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're off to Dreamland on Fart Mountain.
Fart Mountain. Good morning. It is 8:30 in the morning, second night in the car, van, box, and slept really good last night. So that was really nice. We came up to this area because we found it randomly driving around during the night, and it just was a very open area that you could park. You can see Eric in the car. Just nice place to park, easy, you're not in anyone's way, and it shouldn't be a problem. We woke up to, and hopefully you can see, there's some steam rising up over here. It's a bit hard to see. Right there, there's some steam. And over in this area, behind the fence, oh man, it's hard to see. There's some steam right here. So that's a sign that we're definitely in Hakone, which is a hot spring city. And basically the pressure from all the hot water is causing steam to rise through cracks in the earth. Sounds safe, real safe. So we woke up to that, and the reason that we're here in Hakone is because there are sulfur pits in this area, and we could smell them pretty heavily last night. I can't smell them now. And we want to go and get some eggs that are cooked in these sulfur pits. They call them black eggs. So we're not really sure how that's gonna work out today, but we're gonna go and hunt those down. And
how's my hair look?
Surprisingly good.
Does it look all right?
Yeah.
Enough grease is in it now that it's just stuck in one place.
Yeah, you're good.
Nice.
I'm sure my hair doesn't look as good, so.
It's okay.
It's okay. Don't.
What?
Does it look good now?
Yeah.
I have to pee so bad right now. Alright, I'm not going to be able to look at the camera because I should be driving. One thing that strikes us is one of the best things about Japan, and that is mind your business. Pretty much you can do almost anything you want as long as you're not hurting anyone, because everyone else is going to mind their business. We can go geocaching and kind of look crazy, and everybody's gonna mind the business. They're not gonna ask you what you're doing. They're not gonna try and figure out what you're doing. They're just gonna go about their day. And sleeping last night was definitely one of those things. Many cars went by, and I mean, in America they probably wouldn't have bothered us either, but it's still kind of like, mind your business. Everything's fine.
I don't necessarily agree with that, because when we were traveling in the States,
well, yeah,
people would stop. The police would show up a lot.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, what are you doing? And like here, that's just not gonna happen.
Yeah, even this, we were essentially at a gate for someone's property. I don't know whose property, but some guy came up, went through the gate, went and did something out there, came back, closed the gate back up, didn't talk to us at all. And we were like 20 feet from the gate.
He just was like, oh, whatever, there's a van there.
Like, we're definitely on somebody's property, but nobody cares about it. And that just worked out. Also, I wanted to note, around the corner of where we were staying, people were like drag racing for a lot of the night. We saw about 6 or 7 Porsches like that were in a group that were going up these windy mountain roads here in Hakone, like just racing and going really fast. So we woke up to the blaring automobiles of Porsches riding around the corner, which was pretty cool, and then I fell back asleep. Okay, so yesterday we were not in Mount Fuji, around Mount Fuji. And we traveled, I don't even know how many kilometers it was. Maybe it's like 100, maybe 150 kilometers.
Maybe, if that.
It wasn't as far as I thought it was gonna be, to Hakone, which is another like hill town. I wouldn't say it's a mountain town, but it's a hill town. And it's really, really cool when you get to the top of the mountain where they sell the black eggs. Check out the view.
So we've got like a little shack where they sell ice cream and ice cream and ice cream and ice cream, and looks like maybe dango or something.
Takoyaki.
Takoyaki? Oh boy, a takoyaki place. And then there are a whole bunch of places like these like signs that say we sell black eggs, and that's a black egg. And another place, black eggs.
If you don't know what takoyaki is, it's octopus balls. And not like the balls of the octopus, it's like bits of octopus in like pancake balls.
And then like you can see the steam coming up out of the ground. So that's like, I guess like vents or whatever, where hot air is coming up out of the, boiling earth. And there is a stairway to go up to this one. So I hope we can go up there and it doesn't cost a fortune. Let's check it out.
Let's go. Breakfast is served. Hot dog. And I smothered it in what I thought was mustard, but it turned out to be wasabi mustard. I took the first bite and my sinuses are extremely clear now. Feeling good.
And I went with a wasabi dog. Or not wasabi dog. The word wasabi is in my head now. Yakisoba dog. So it's just yakisoba. So it's like fried noodles with like stuff in it, some onions and maybe a little piece of meat and ginger. And in a hot dog bun. And this is actually more common than you'd think. You can usually get this at convenience stores.
Yeah. And then we got a jagaibe,
yeah.
And we believe that these are potatoes that are deep fried.
But that's just a guess based on the jagai part.
Jagai, yeah. The jagai part, jagaimo is potato, so let's hope that that's potatoes in there. If it's not,
that could be giant octopus balls. Like big ones.
Oh man. It's a potato! Yeah. Pretty good. I've never had them deep fried now that I think about it. Crunchy
what are you talking about? What's a French fry?
I haven't had it deep fried in ball format, okay? Yeah, pretty good. Mushy on the inside, crunchy on the outside, and butter on the side. Yeah, that's a lot of butter.
On the side side.
On the side. I'm not finished yet. So we saw this warning sign, and we didn't take a video of it, so you're gonna get a picture. Doesn't bode well for this walk. Lots of poison going on around here. These vents are putting up sulfuric and something.
Science and stuff.
Yeah, science is happening here, and it's going to be painful science. Also, you can actually touch some of the hot spring water, so I'm going to go over there and give it a feel. Eric says it's hot.
Is it hot?
It's warm.
Yeah. We got a slow bot situation going on here. So you can see this is one of the vents where the steam is coming out, and you can see the green perhaps like around the rock. And I guess that's like the sulfur, like just like growing on that rock from that steam coming up out of the ground. And it smells like what you think that sulfur would smell like.
Last night we were talking about the powerful smell of farts that the sulfuric fumes were making. And this morning when we woke up, nothing. Like Eric even said that he was having trouble sleeping in the farts. And when he woke up, no problem. I mean, we couldn't smell anything. Now that we're here, you can kind of smell the sulfuric smell. But I mean, at the parking lot, you couldn't really smell it. 5 minutes down the road. Yeah, you couldn't smell it at all. So it's really strange that at nighttime, I guess, something in the temperature, the atmosphere causes it to really like contain the area. And then I guess as daybreak comes, it just goes away. I don't know. Weird. Fart physics.
So here's one of the pools with boiling water, and you can see on the edge maybe there's like sulfur and stuff on the edge, and the smell here is somewhat strong. And this is a little shack where they're actually making the eggs. Like, so they put a white egg in, and you can barely see, probably there's a basket down here, and you can see the handles of the basket. There's eggs in that basket. So like they put them in a basket, they put them in this, they leave them there for a while, they take them out, they come out black, and then they sell them. And then they give them to you in a little pouch that looks like this, and they are warm, like they're quite hot, so these are right out of the oven.
Yeah, you don't want to hold, you don't want to hold there, and they're black.
And there's salt in there too.
And they smell weird.
And we're letting them cool down before we burn ourselves.
Yeah, I don't want to get hurt. But we're gonna have to sit here and wait in the poisonous gases for our poisonous eggs? I think we're gonna be all right, I don't know.
So he is getting some, can you look at all these containers of eggs he has? Okay. So yeah, maybe they are cooked inside of the water. You can see some of them are not quite black yet. And then they are kept warm in these metal containers over here until they're ready to be consumed. This is egg ice cream. Or so it is labeled. It just smells like ice cream, it doesn't smell like eggs. Alright. Dozo.
That reaction doesn't really bode that well. It tastes like something I've had before, but it doesn't taste like egg.
It does taste like something. It tastes like...
It's like on the tip of my tongue what this is, but I can't remember.
I feel the same way. It's like,
It tastes like McDonald's milkshake.
Yeah, I don't see the egg part, but maybe custardish?
Custard.
Yeah, it's custard. It tastes like custard. Yeah, that's what it is.
Wow, good job.
Yay! It's not eggs, it's custard. You guys labeled it wrong.
It's good. It's been about 30 minutes since we bought the eggs. And they're now, like, they're still hot, but you can touch them and put them in your hand and you don't feel like your fingers are gonna die. Black, little, looks kind of like a galaxy. Looks really cool, with little spots of white. And
You've been watching me play Super Mario Galaxy, that's the only reason you said that.
Alright.
So it's just a boiled egg.
So I'm a bit surprised that the inside isn't
Changed.
Hasn't
It just
changed.
Looks like a regular boiled egg. And maybe we'll speed this part up here. Ding! You know, we sped up an egg peeling when we were in Taiwan too.
Is that our new thing?
Yeah. Whenever we
Jiggle
peel
that
eggs,
egg.
we do it. Ew, that's kind of shaky.
Jiggly. Okay.
Jump in.
It smells a bit strange. It doesn't smell like a boiled egg. It smells like something else. That's the sign of perfect timing.
That really is well cooked.
It's a little green.
That could be the sulfur.
We have salt, but I didn't use any. Do you want some?
On this egg? Yeah, I'll have some of this egg.
Do you want salt on it?
No, I'll just eat it straight up.
I'd say it's one of the best boiled eggs I've ever had.
Damn good. It's a little squishy, but like it's a good
that.
squishy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Think it.
Yeah, I mean it's all right. I mean it was 100 yen for this egg, so it was $1, so it's a little expensive. But it was cooked in a mountain, so maybe you know, maybe that's just what you pay. But you have to buy them in packs of 5. Like you can't buy an egg. You can only buy 5 eggs. So if you want an egg, it's 500 yen. We're gonna bring the bad smell of this this mountain down the hill in the van with us, I have a feeling. Because after you eat 5 eggs and some soft cream, it's not gonna be a good time.
It's gonna be a great time.
So the eggs, apparently every time you eat an egg, it adds a year to your life. So maybe 5 eggs for 500 yen is actually not bad. Like, that buys me 5 more years.
And the rumor also goes you should only eat 1 egg, not 5.
Oh, well why did they sell me 5 eggs?
I don't know. Okay, so we've just left and we waited in about maybe a 20-minute line to get our parking spot, and this line here is already way past where we started. So let's see how far it goes. Hakone is a huge tourist attraction. Like, it is said to be some of the most popular hot springs in Japan. And Japan is popular for hot springs. This is still going.
And this is just to get some black eggs. I'm glad we came up here early, oh my gosh.
Yep.
This is like hours of waiting these people are gonna be doing.
Yep.
They need a bigger parking lot in a really bad way.
It's still going.
Maybe we'll speed this up too.
Think about all the gas that's being wasted right now.
Yeah, just sitting and idling.
Just sitting and idling.
The buses are in it.
We're at like 2 hours right now. Oh man, I'm so glad we got there when we got there. Should I turn here or there?
So this is where the line breaks into 2 pieces.
Some people coming from this direction, some coming from the other. So what the amount of people on this side is probably equivalent to the amount of people on that side.
Yeah, who knows?
Ooh, that's nice.
Wow, this is really insane. What if you just wanted to go through this area, you didn't want to go get eggs? You'd be stuck in all this traffic for like a month. Oh my god.
And we're about to go past where we slept last night. This is ridiculous. Wow, I'm really, really glad. Like, is it even possible for them to see all these people by 5 o'clock? It's 11 right now.
It closes at 5, so.
I think their parking lot. Oh, okay, there we go. Whew.
Yeah, but that's only one side of the road.
That's true. It's happening on the other side too. Their parking lot, if I had to estimate, could probably hold 70 cars.
There is a cable car system. Like, they have a cable car system above.
It's probably a good thing we moved.
Yeah, this is where we were parked. And now there's a bus there. And we were parked right there.
Where the buses.
So there's a cable car that you can take, like, that will take you up the mountain. And if you come here and you don't go first thing in the morning, take the cable car. Don't sit in that traffic. Here's a little bit of a interesting Japanese tidbit. So I've got me a apple drink here, and it says that this is red and blue apples, even though it is clearly a red and a green apple, and blue apples, as far as I know, do not exist. So this is a thing about the Japanese language. A lot of times, but not always, they will call things that are green, blue. And the only other thing I've heard them do that with is stoplights. Like they'll say, oh, the light turned blue instead of green. Of course they say this all in Japanese, but I thought it was interesting. And Katie said,
what did I say?
What did you say when I told you about this? And you said,
I'm gonna punch somebody in the face. Colorblind.
She was real frustrated about this earlier.
I am. It's a color. We're teaching people incorrectly.
And maybe somebody who's watching this will have a better explanation, but I was under the impression that like they didn't like back in the day use the word that they use now for green, like so they called everything green blue. So it just sort of like it's like an old-timey thing that just kind of held over for certain things. But maybe I'm wrong. I just kind of assume that. So maybe somebody can enlighten the world. Why do they say blue when they mean green? And like, if there were blue apples, then what would they do? They'd be like, okay, can it be the blue one? No, no, the blue one. No, the other blue one.
The blue one!
Good thing there's no blue apples. All right, so we're going to Costco now. We're on our way home, and there's a Costco on the way, and we have a truck. So we're gonna go to Costco and go shopping. Katie's probably super excited.
My birthday stuff.
Your birthday?
Yeah. I like Costco.
And I'm not gonna shoot any video in here because it's exactly like Costco in America, like exactly to a T. So there's nothing interesting and I don't know, pretend you're at Costco in America. Sometimes things are right and funny though, like this.
Taya.
Taya.
Something.
And so we didn't hit any onsens when we were in Hakone because I don't really like onsens. But Katie, I think she wanted to go.
I just wanted to get clean. Like that's the only reason why.
Yeah.
But honestly, like we've got a car and we're driving around trying to figure out if we can go into a million buildings. And
there's no place to park there.
We saw one place that actually made sense and we just decided to keep going.
And like the shower would be nice, but I mean, on the other hand, we're gonna be home in a couple hours and I don't feel like paying 1,500 yen for both of us to take a shower. So it is what it is.
It's Costco time now.
It is.
Yeah. So we said we were going to make a video about Costco, and now we're making a video about Costco. One of the biggest reasons to come to Costco is to have real American style pizza.
And I know that doesn't look amazing to anybody from America, but when you're in Japan, this is not something you see often. And it's pretty cheap too. It's like 250 yen, so it's like under $3 for a slice. And it's a pretty big slice of pizza. And it's really, really unhealthy and really, really delicious.
And really hard to eat.
We need napkins.
Meatball.
That's not a napkin.
Good enough.
So here's our loaded up box from our Costco trip. And man, that's a lot nicer than using suitcases on the train, let me tell you what. You agree?
Never used the suitcases on the train. I had to drag that suitcase all by myself.
One about the TV and the Wii I did.
Oh yeah. It's difficult when we take the train to like our local Costco. Like I've taken suitcases, backpacks, and you just carry all the stuff on you and try to get it home and embarrass yourself in the process. But you get all the things you want. Alright, so the trip home kind of took a longer time than I wanted it to. We got kind of close to Tokyo, which made for a lot of traffic, so maybe I should have plotted that out a little bit better. But we're finally back at our house, and we're gonna unpack everything, and the road trip's over. Once we get everything packed up, we take box back.
How many kilometers did we do?
465.
Nice.
In 48 hours. That's how we roll.
That is how we roll. Those little tires are probably pretty sleepy.
Yeah, my tires are sleepy.
Your tires are sleepy. Alright, cool.
Yep.
Cool.